This is a Queen Bee Radio High School sports presentation. Queen Bee Radio proudly brings you Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports. Presented by Myers Heating and Cooling and Wolf Construction. And sponsored by Claire Bank, Cuba City Family Dental, Culver's of Dubuque, Galena, and Platteville, Edward Jones Representative Ben Reeves and Elena Reeves, Fuller's Milker Center, Nutrition World, the Peterson Agency, Raleigh Cheese, the Shoebox, and Tricor Insurance.
All you need to know about this game today is this: the winner goes to state. Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA boys basketball, presented by Myers Heating and Cooling, Myers Home Comfort Store, and Wolf Construction on Extreme 1071, x1071.com, the Extreme 1071 mobile app worldwide, even in Seattle, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered for the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty. From Jack Olson Court inside Wisconsin Dells High School, this is the Division III Wisconsin Dells sectional final. The Platteville Hillmen against the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors from Lake Mills. The winner this afternoon plays in a Division III semifinal at the Kohl Center in Madison Thursday afternoon, and if Platteville gets to Madison, we will be there too. From the Wolf Construction broadcast table, I'm Steve Prestigard along with Tyler Dictatus. And back in 1993, Bill Clinton was the president. The number one movie was Jurassic Park. The number one song on the radio was Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You, which inexplicably sold more than Tag Team's Whoop, There It Is. Can't understand why that is. And in March 1993, the Platteville Hillmen, following a middling regular season, ended up with a great postseason that concluded in the sectional final in a 68-60 loss to Baraboo. It has taken Platteville basketball, boys basketball, 31 years to get to the sectional final, but here they are, Tyler, and cooking with a recipe that has been consistent and successful throughout the postseason.
Well, you have to go back even a bit further than that. It was their game against Mount Horeb that really kind of catapulted Platteville's momentum heading down the home stretch of the season. Talking with Coach Mike Hoosier after the win against Cuba City a few weeks ago, he had talked about the team finding another gear and playing their best basketball down the home stretch of the season, and boy, have they looked impressive, especially in this last stretch of 10 games or so. And when you look at how great Platteville has been, it's been, being able to deflect the basketball, kind of disrupt off the opposing offense, and then leading to easy points and getting buckets down the home stretch. So Platteville playing their best basketball. They got a big guy down low, Zach McLean, averaging 12.4 points per game. He's going to be a big reason why this team is going to be successful today or not. I'm curious to see how Platteville tries to utilize him in the first 5 to 7 minutes or so of the game, see if that will help dictate the pace for the Hillmen.
In fact, McLean has been a big part of the recipe. He has in the postseason, well, actually for the entire season, but in the postseason, he's averaged double digits in points and rebounds. He had 29 points in Platteville's win on Thursday over Wisconsin Dells. The other parts of the recipe, for one thing, turning up the tempo, though that'll be interesting if you believe the Lakeside Lutheran coach, Todd Jans. He says, we're okay with that, running up the tempo. But the other thing is they've gotten great bench play when they've had foul trouble in the second half of games, and actually toward the end of the first half. And the other thing is the dreaded late run in the second half. On Thursday, it was a 15-2 run that kind of put away Wisconsin Dells.
And it's going to be a game of runs today. You would anticipate that with these two teams with the opportunity of going to state. It's going to be see which team can withstand the other team's momentum and get back on track. And how does the other team react? If Platteville gets, hit in the mouth, so to speak, to begin the game, do they have the ability to come back, get back into the game, and do what they need to do to take care of business? They certainly have the athleticism. They have the momentum coming into today's game. The question, I think, down the line, Steve, is going to be, does Platteville have more grit than and Lakeside Lutheran. I think that this is going to be an outstanding matchup. We're looking forward to a fun game here this afternoon.
But this is not the only thing we have going on
Absolutely
today.
not.
Because right now, or should be right now, we have the state girls Division IV championship, Cuba City and Laconia. That is on Super Hits 106. And then tonight, 6:30-ish, Mineral Point and Randolph for a trip to state in Division IV down in Portage, and that will be on 97.7 Country WGLR. Huge day today.
Yep.
But right now, it is time for the Raleigh Cheese pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County.
Don't forget the cheese.
And we are back in 2 minutes on Extreme 107.1.
Pregame 1.
Heads Up Salon. Sherry, Jenny, Brittany, and Sydney at Heads Up do highlights, color, cuts, perms, and new barbering services too. Heads Up Salon, North Jefferson Street, Lancaster.
Steve Schmidt Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton has unique team treasures. They have over 25,000 signed sports cards, plus autographed photos, bobbleheads, caps, signed baseballs, and more. That's Steve Schmidt Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton.
Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese, wishing all area athletes successful seasons. Cheese is a great source of protein for school lunches or a snack before the big game. Stop in and try some of our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We have fresh cheese curds weekly and a wide variety of snacks and beverages, plus made-to-order cheese trays. Shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
An unforgettable spring break experience is close to home at the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium in Dubuque. New this year, extended hours. You can now enjoy everything the River Museum has to offer from March 9th through 17th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on weekdays and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on the weekends. Looking for something fun and educational for your student? Registration is now open for our spring break day camps. Your kids will create lasting memories while learning about animals with daily themes like Home Sweet Habitat and Things with Wings. Take the stress out of spring break planning and visit rivermuseum.org today.
Pregame 1.
Raleigh Cheese pregame show on Extreme 107.1. Sectional final edition, Platteville and Lakeside Lutheran for a trip to state. We're joined by Platteville coach Mike Hoosier. Well, here it is. This is the big moment. You win and you go to state. How you feel right now?
Really good. I think I'm comfortable and feel really good about our team, and I think the kids feel good about where they're at. I don't sense any nervousness or anxiety. I'm sure there will be some right before tip, and I think that's to be expected in a situation like this. But really focused yesterday in practice and seemed good today. So we're excited to be here, of course. And with that being said, I think this group understands that hey, they deserve to be here, and they're going to go after this and attack it, and whatever happens, but they'll be doing it their way, and they'll live with the result one way or another.
It feels like the last 3 years, basically your state games, we could throw in the first Wisconsin Dells game too, have been kind of the same game in a sense that it's close at the half, it's close into the second half, and then all of a sudden you just dismiss the other team. Last night, I think it was a 15-3 run, and you keep asking this, but it keeps coming up, where you just get to a point and it's like, all right, you're not going to play anymore. Yeah,
I think the one thing we've had to remind the young men of is as you play good teams, and the Dells is a good team, won 20 games this year. Mauston had an outstanding player. Lodi was good. What you have to remind them of is these teams are not going to go away. They're going to make some runs. They're going to make some shots. Don't get discouraged. But this group has the ability to compete at a really high level for a really long time. And we've talked a lot the last several years about every team has a breaking point. Let's find it. And it seems about somewhere between the 15 and 10-minute mark of the second half, we've been able to find it. And then our guys really do a great job of sensing that and seizing the moment And when they do that, I think it's really something to watch unfold. I'm not sure the other team realizes what is happening, but we can sense that. And like I said, when it happens, it's really something to see in person, I think.
And speaking of something to see, Zach McLean's night Thursday night. I mean, Wisconsin Dells could not stop it.
No, and they played us a little differently than they did the first time. They played a little bit smaller lineup, which can present some challenges from a defensive standpoint for us with Zach, but I thought he did a good job of understanding who he was guarding on defense, challenging at the rim. On the other end, I thought our guards and our perimeter guys did a really good job of recognizing that and getting Zach the ball in positions where he could finish, and he did an outstanding job of finishing. I think when you look at the stat line, just his willingness to seal for position and then be decisive with going to the basket. I think sometimes you watch guys that play around the basket, they can get a little bit indecisive on that, thinking there's going to be a lot of bodies there. He was very well aware of his surroundings and then went right to the rim and finished at a really high level.
And then, again, a repeating theme in the postseason, your bench play. Mm-hmm. You had Simon Babel and Garrison Tasher with 4 fouls. They had to come out, but you didn't really lose very much with the guys that replaced them.
No, we didn't, and we went a little bit deeper into our bench Thursday evening. We brought Gavin Vose in for some ball handling. Really good ball handler that, didn't play a lot of minutes this year, but has always been aware and always really good in practice for us. And he came in and the train just kept moving, and I thought he did an outstanding job on both ends of the floor, and it bought us the time to get Garrison back in there, Simon back in, and finish strong. I thought we had a real nice finishing kick on Thursday night.
All right. Now it's Lakeside Lutheran. They know exactly what this game is like because they got to state last year. And there's maybe the little bit of that football revenge issue possibly coming up, although there don't seem to be that many football players on the basketball team. But what about the Warriors is going to be a challenge?
Well, when you get this far, you're either really, really good or you're really, really hot. They're really, really good. They're good defensively. They probably don't want to play the game at the pace and tempo we do, but they're sound in what they do offensively. They've got a couple really good players in Casey Guzman and Wes Ron, who are underclassmen but really solid players. And then they got a good mixture of seniors with them. And Coach Jans does just a tremendous job with his guys. I mean, it's evident by getting a team to state last year, basically having to replace an entire roster for this year, and they haven't missed a beat. So there's some areas we feel we can attack them in, and I'm sure they feel the same way about us. But overall, I think it should be a terrific matchup, and it should be at this level. You shouldn't have teams that don't deserve to be here, and I think both of us deserve to be in this game today, and I'm sure both are. I know we are very excited, and I'm sure they feel the same way.
All right, so what do you have to do today?
Yeah, we've got to rebound the basketball like we've said all year, and we got to do it at a high level. Keep their point guard Guzman out of the paint. Although a lot of free throw lanes aren't painted anymore, but out of that 15-foot area and in. And then I think on offense, we just got to be ourselves. Listen, at this point in the season, you're not going to change who you are, so we've got to attack, make it an 84-foot game, and if we do have to slow down for a little bit, make sure we execute our sets that are called and just play with confidence like we have all year.
All right, thanks a lot and good luck.
Hey, thanks, Steve. Great to see you, and God willing, hopefully we'll see you again next week.
If you can find the two of us down there and up there in the call center, yes. Mike Hoosier, the Platteville coach, will be back with more after this on Extreme 107.1.
Pregame 2.
Configuring the Bluetooth. Deciding who controls the music. Remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes
Todd Jans in 3, 2, 1.
Independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Ask Brian Peterson of the Peterson Agency in Argyle if auto owners make sense for you.
If it's a double 50 or double 4 parlor you milk, see Fuller's Milker Center, your Kia dealer. Fuller's offers a complete line of high technology solutions to make your dairy a model of efficiency with state-of-the-art milking systems, revolutionary milking units, and the latest in udder prep and post-dipping systems with the best in automated animal monitoring. No matter how many cows you milk, you can rely on Fuller's Milker Center, LLC in Lancaster and Richland Center to keep your operation at peak efficiency.
Fuller's Milker Center.
Did you know that untreated hearing loss can affect your overall health and happiness? When you hear better, your quality of life improves. At Grant Regional Health Center, ear, nose, and throat specialist Dr. Dale Chilson works closely with our audiologists to provide comprehensive hearing testing for patients of all ages. If you're starting to notice hearing changes, it's important to schedule a screening and not put it off. Call 608-723-2131 to schedule your appointment today.
Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
To everyone who believes in tradition, let our team member Caitlin share one that's been at the heart of Culver's since the beginning.
In Wisconsin, we love a good fish fry and bringing folks together over a fresh meal. It's why we still hand batter our North Atlantic cod and cook it crispy golden to order. Sharing our Wisconsin favorites with all of you, it's the best part of our day.
Come to Culver's and get a taste of our fish fry tradition.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's in Platteville, Dubuque, and Galena.
Pregame 2.
Raleigh Cheese pregame show continues on Extreme 107.1 Platteville and Lakeside Lutheran for a trip to state. We're joined by Todd Jans, the Lakeside Lutheran coach. Congratulations on getting this far after you got to state last year. That's quite an accomplishment to get to state and then have almost everybody gone. But how have you been able to pull off coming back here?
Well, first of all, thank you. It's just, I would say for our group coming in, probably something that overachievement. I don't know that a whole lot of people felt that this was something we could get to. And, I don't know that we started to see as we said that this was an end destination. We just kind of began putting the pieces back together, bit by bit. And, I think we had some early successes that built confidence for our guys. And as the team traveled along, I think the team created an identity of just no identity. We're just a group of kids who each play for each other and play hard. And we've got, pieces in place. And, like I said, the more we traveled through, we built confidence and just we've been playing, I think, our best basketball here, in the latter part of February. And that's what you want to do. And so, you take them one at a time. And here we are. And, we're ready for today as well.
Okay, when things are going well for you, what are you guys doing?
We're playing good defense. If things are going well for us, we're playing good defense. I think that's probably the one thing we'll hang our hat on. And I would say if we play good D, that leads to transition opportunities for us, opportunistic, in transition off a turnover, maybe a rebound. And our offense just seems to flow better when we're playing defense. If we're getting scored on, I think our offense also shows the results of that. So we'll say we're playing good D, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, you're coming in after beating the crosstown rivals. I guess you decided who's really the best team in the Capital North. What went well for you Thursday?
I wouldn't say that game decided that. I would just, Lake Mills is a phenomenal team, and we have a great traditional rivalry with them, and we have the utmost respect for Coach Hinkle and what they do. And in my, 5 years, we've played 12 times now, and I think that just shows the success of both teams. And so, we got the upper hand on Thursday. We're thankful for that. That game was just, again, like I shared with you, our defense was phenomenal that night. They've got a great player in the Bender kid who is always going to score, but we made him work for his points, and I think our defense on the other guys, kept them in check, and their ability to shoot threes, we kept that in check. And we created separation late in the game, and then made them chase us a little bit. And, in an environment like that with the crowd and all that, there's still high school kids, and, it wasn't that the pressure got to them, but you could see them starting to press a little bit. Like, we're down, we got to make things happen. And our guys just withstood that final push. We made some free throws at the end, and survived and got to today.
Okay, and today it's Platteville. probably presents some unique challenges that would, possibly for you. What about the Hillman is a challenge? What do you feel like you have to do today?
Well, the first unique challenge is I've never, I've coached 35 years and I've never played a team from Platteville, so you know nothing about them. Now, I know Mike, their coach, from we were both members of the BCA and have touched base at the All-Star game, and I would say casual, good friends. We know the game, and I think that part. But the unique challenge apart from that is they have size. And we have our big kid Wes, but we haven't faced size much this year, so we're gonna have to adapt to that. And I think they, like Lake Mills, present a variety of guys that can shoot and score in a variety of different ways, and so it's not a one-person team. It's a group of guys that plays well together, and I think they play the game a certain style, and the full court pressure, their transition game in many ways they're like us in that regard. They've got the big kid on the back end that protects the rim so they can pressure out, and so. Just managing all those things. And I think, just managing the emotions of the game, the emotions of the environment, and keeping it, simplistic for them is the challenge. And, so we're excited, but we also know, man, we're going to have to play well.
All right. Thanks a lot. Congratulations on your season and good luck today.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Todd Jans, the Lakeside Lutheran coach. The Lakeside Lutheran coach. And we will be back with Platteville and Wisconsin Dells after this on Extreme 107.1.
Pregame 3.
You give 110% at work and in the game. So why not give 110% to get a beautiful, healthy smile? Schedule your routine checkups and any major dental care at Cuba City Family Dental and Keeler Family Dental. They'll help you maintain a beautiful smile, along with daily brushing and flossing for healthy teeth and gums. Call today to schedule your checkup. And if you have any problems with your teeth, make an appointment with Cuba City Family Dental and Keeler Family Dental. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Are you looking for a new and exciting career? This is Jen Casper with Queen Bee Radio. We're currently hiring for people to join our radio and digital sales team. Queen Bee Radio is a fun and family-oriented work environment with unlimited growth opportunities. Life's too short to work where you're not having fun. Give me a call today at 608-349-2045, and I can tell you firsthand how my career in radio sales has been incredibly rewarding. Go to our social media pages or our websites and click on the career link for details on this radio and digital sales opportunity and to apply.
Pregame 3.
Time for our Russell Law Offices injury report. If you've been injured, contact Russell Law Offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. Platteville reports everybody's ready to go. Casey Guzman for Lakeside Lutheran got a little bit banged up in the regional final, according to Todd Jans, his coach, but apparently he's all ready to go. And obviously, Tyler, this time of year, if you can breathe, you're going to play tonight.
Yeah, the adrenaline and everything that you need to get through is going to take over. So everyone will see some playing action here today, and it's going to be all hands on deck for both teams. Everyone's got to play their best to have their chance to play at the Kohl Center next week.
Colors of the game presented by Cuba City Family Dental, Keeler Family Dental, and now open Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. For the first time this season, Platteville, or in the postseason I should say, Platteville is the road team, so they are wearing their Cardinal jerseys, white numbers and trim, and Lakeside Lutheran, the home team, so they're wearing white jerseys with dark blue numbers and trim. Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox and Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Well, congratulations to Albany Monticello in their first year. What did Mark Evenstead call them? The Space Stallions.
Yep, that's their official team nickname.
Comes up with a state Division 5 championship, 58-54 in overtime over Lena. Next, obviously, the Division 4 championship, Cuba City and Laconia, and that is on Super. It's 106. And again tonight, Mineral Point and Randolph for a trip to state on 97.7 Country WGLR. Our game brought to you by The Ticket in Platteville. They have the best wings in the Tri-States. And the rest of the menu is awesome, too. Check out the new arcade in the basement, The Ticket Sports Bar and Grill in Platteville. Our first half, sponsored by First Supply of Platteville, your total commercial plumbing and heating wholesale outlet where quality parts are needed. The experts rely on First Supply in Platteville. And Claire Bank, where there are 8 locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Claire Bank, where they say, we can do that. Member FDIC. and an equal housing lender. Southwest Health's Darlington Clinic is now open, providing eye, OBGYN, and ENT care plus physical therapy and speech therapy to the Darlington community. The Southwest Health Darlington Clinic is conveniently located on State Highway 81 off Tamer Run Road and is accepting new patients. Delta 3 Engineering, they have every angle covered for all civil, municipal, structural, and wastewater engineering and surveying with grant writing provided. Delta 3 Engineering, Platteville and Dubuque, and at delta3eng.biz. Ritchie Implement recognizes all high school athletes. High school athletics offers opportunities for sportsmanship, leadership, and personal growth. Ritchie Implement, locations in Cobb, Barneveld, Darlington, and Lancaster. Allied Stone is a locally owned company. For over 28 years at Allied, we can handle all your topsoil, egg lime, and aggregate needs for all your spring projects. Call on Allied today. Steve Stevens is a proud supporter of Platteville High School basketball, wishing good luck and tournament success to all Platteville student athletes. Wisconsin Dells. And now, the national anthem by the Platteville High School Band. Well, as we say around here, the national anthem, whether sung or played, is best performed live, especially if you can bring the band with you. Platteville High School Band. We are ready to go with the starting lineups, which are presented by Nutrition. No. I knew I was going to do that at some point this season. Presented by Fuller's Milker Center. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster and Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. The Platteville Hillmen tied for their most wins in a regular season, or any season, 24-3. They were 10-0 in the SWC. They will start the usual five. Garrison Tasher, 6'1 senior, 9.2 points a game. He had 10 points Thursday against Wisconsin Dells. David Edge, 6'3 senior, 12.5 points per game. He had 23 Thursday against Wisconsin Dells. Lucas Ludlam, 6'3 junior, 15.7 points a game, 5 against Wisconsin Dells. Simon Babel, 6'2 senior, 9.3 points a game, 6 against Wisconsin Dells. And Zach McLean, 6'9 senior, 12.4 points, 11.8 rebounds a game, 29 against the Dells. Lakeside Lutheran, they're the number one seed on their side of the Wisconsin Dells sectional, 25-2. They were 6-2, second place in the Capital North Conference. They will start Evan Newman, 6'4 senior, 4 points, 3 rebounds a game. Casey Guzman, 5'10 junior, 14.2 points, 3.3 rebounds, 3.5 assists per game. Cooper Milsna, 6'4 senior, 11.1 points, 3.6 rebounds a game. Alex Reinke, 6'2 senior, 6.6 points, 2.7 rebounds a game. And Wesley Ron, 6'7 sophomore, 16.8 points, 12.2 rebounds a game. Todd Jans, 5 years as the head coach of Lakeside Lutheran, And for Platteville, Mike Hoosier, graduate of Auburndale and Lakewood College, 16 seasons, and he got his 200th head coaching victory with the win on Thursday over Wisconsin Dells. And so that is what we have. And again, the winner will head to state. The other game, or the other teams, by the way, in this half of in the left in Division 3, I should say. The other teams that will be going to state out of this group in the Brown Deer sectional playing right now, Milwaukee St. Thomas More and Milwaukee Carmen Northwest in Brown Deer. In Eau Claire Memorial, Prescott and Gale Ettrick Trimpolo, and at Chilton, Freedom and Kiel. Kiel, by the way, 27-0, but the team a lot of people might think is number one is St. Thomas More, which is 26-1, and they have two potential Division I players, but that is a Thursday problem. We're not going to worry about that until Thursday, right? Our first half brought to you again by First Supply in Platteville. And by the way, with 3 family medicine clinics, over 20 specialty services, Southwest Health offers expert care close to home. To learn more about their services, visit southwesthealth.org. Dulos Pub and Eatery in Lancaster. Follow them on Facebook for daily lunch specials. Dulos on the Square in Lancaster. We're also brought to you by K&K Floors in Platteville, proudly supporting Platteville Hillman basketball and wishing all Platteville student athletes good luck and success in the coming season. K&K Floors in Platteville, a family-owned business installing your flooring since 1954. Platteville moves right to left, wins the opening tip, and that starts sectional final basketball on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered in the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty. There's a tip pass, and it is grabbed by McLean before it went out of bounds. And now McLean over to Tasher, drives the lane, and then passes to the corner, quick out to the right wing, and a 3 for Ludlam off the front of the rim. But the offensive rebound grab by Ludlam and a reset for the Hillmen. And here's Tasher at the right wing, weaves his way to the foul line, spin move into the lane, and then out to the right wing, and Edge for 3. Shot blocked, but grabbed by Tasher. He gets it inside to Edge, and Edge puts it up, and he misses the shot. 4 cracks at it, and none of them went in. Here's a shot underneath, however, that gets blocked, and I believe we have our very first big block Midwest Realty block shot. See Gerard Abbing at big block Midwest. Pass into McLean, and it's stolen, and back the other way, a 2-on-1, and laid up and in by Wesley Ron. And it's 2-0 Lakeside Lutheran, and we're a minute and 10 seconds into the First Supply first half. The pass to McLean, out to the left wing, Tasher, and then back to McLean, driving into the lane, backing in, and they get quadruple teamed, and the ball is stolen. Newman came up with it, and a pass down to Guzman, and it's 4-0 Lakeside Lutheran. And we have 16:27 left First Supply first half. Over at the left wing is Edge. Right wing it's Tashner. And then over at the left wing back to Edge. And a pass into McLean, then back out. Tasher for 3. Bullseye! Harrison Tasher hits the 3. First points for Platteville. And it is 4-3 Lakeside Lutheran, 2 minutes into the First Supply first half. And the ball tipped out of bounds, and that is a steal or a turnover. Platteville gets it back with 15:58 left in the First Supply first half. And back, bringing the ball up the floor. Over the left corner it goes to Edge, and then back out to Tasher at the left wing. Ludlam at the right wing, into the corner it goes. Pass over to McLean. McLean gets 2 defenders real tight. Right wing 3, Babel. That doesn't go. Ball tipped in the lane. Out to half court and taken away. Ron drives and gets the first foul of the game call with 15:35 left in the First Supply first half. Today's game brought to you by Graney Electric in Platteville, specializing in residential, agricultural, commercial wiring. For new construction, repairs, or maintenance, you can count on Graney Electric to make your electrical concerns go away. Here's a drive by Guzman, up and good. And Guzman makes it 6-3, Lakeside Lutheran. 15:22 remaining, first supply, first half. Platteville has not trailed by more than 5 points in a game in the postseason. That was the halftime deficit that they had in the regional semifinal Thursday against Boston. And obviously they came back to win that. First foul on Lakeside Lutheran is on Wesley Ron. 15:14 remaining, first supply, first half. Here's a drive in the lane by Ludlam. Doesn't get it, but he'll head to the foul line with 15:10 left in the first supply, first half. Today's game brought to you by Bush Insurance, a proud partner of Pekin Insurance Company, supporting our Platteville family athletes and their families. Lucas Ludlam at the foul line, 63%. First one drops off. He will get one more. And we're brought to you by Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque when you are ready. Second free throw good. One of two. Makes it 6-4, Lakeside Lutheran, 15:08 remaining. First supply, first half. Guzman across half court, man-to-man defense by the Hillman. Tipped into the backcourt, almost taken away, but grabbed by Reinke. And he drives into the lane, passes to the corner, round off his hands, and then picked up. And then a left wing three is short. And the rebound grabbed after the miss. Back comes Platteville with it. Drive into the lane, and then a pass out. Over to the left wing, the three for Ludlam off the front of the rim. Rebound grab, long pass down, back the other way, laid up, but a miss by Milsna. Battle for the rebound, and coming up with it is Ludlam, and now at the right wing. Here's Edge, pass to the corner to Tasher, then back out. And then back to Tasher, over to the left wing, and now driving and laying it up, getting it blocked, and a foul is trip to the foul line coming up for Ludlam. The foul is on Ron, and that's his second. That's pretty big, obviously.
Yeah, significant foul there, and I think Lakeside Lutheran might have a point. I think it looked like all ball from here, but the official right there able to make the call. First free throw good.
And it's 6-5. Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. Also brought to you by Myers Heating and Cooling, servicing Southwest Wisconsin since 1999. Myers Heating and Cooling, where they say, don't worry, we got this. Second free throw rolls in, both of them good. He's 3 of 4 from the foul line. Is Lucas Ludlam. We're tied at 6. 14-14 remaining, first supply, first half. Guzman drives into the lane, it's open, and he lays it up in air. And Guzman makes it 8-6, Lakeside Lutheran. 14:05 remaining, first supply, first half. Tasher picked up behind him by Ludlam. Looks like a man-to-man defense also for Lakeside Lutheran. And spin move by Tasher. Drives into the lane, gets past defenders, and will head to the foul line with 13:48 left in the first supply, first half. I guess the way this goes at this point, we may end up seeing how deep Lakeside Lutheran is. Reinke's first foul, third already on Lakeside Lutheran. Tasher connects on the first free throw. He is averaging 55% from the foul line. Worco Transportation of Bloomington. Get away with Worco Transportation. Learn more at worcotransportation.com. Worco Transportation Bloomington. Both free throws good from Tashner. And we're tied at 8. 13:45 remaining, first supply, first half. At the left wing is Milsna. Ball is stolen. Platteville comes up with it. I think that was Ludlam with the steal. Goes into the lane, lays it up and in. Actually, Babel. Simon Babel. And it's 10-8 Platteville, their first lead with 13:26 remaining in the first supply, first half. Guzman across half court, Ludlam on him. Drives into the lane, lays it up, misses the shot. Rebound by Ludlam. He brings it up the far side, takes it all the way in for two!
Wow.
Coast to coast. And Grandma Diane happy with that. 13:07 remaining, first supply, first half, 12-8 Platteville.
I like how aggressive Platteville is early on. They're attacking the basket. It's not necessarily Zach McLean, the person that you would expect. McLean's been double-teamed down in the low post early on in the game, but he's getting help from his teammates on the offensive side of the floor.
And meanwhile, I think, was there a foul called on Lakeside? That's 4 team fouls they have already. Didn't hear who it was. It was away from the play. Guzman over the right wing, and Milsna, and the foul line jumper is short and a foul.
Yeah, I think that was tipped, Steve, and I think that's a big block Midwest block, but a foul under the basket on the rebound. Or they say it's in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the line.
Big Block Midwest Realty block shot. See Gerard Abbing at bigblockmidwest.com. Team foul number 2 on Platteville in the first supply first half. And the first free throw is good. It's either on Tashner or...
It's on Tashner, yep, first personal.
He got into foul trouble, remember, as the first free throw is good, and so is the second by Milsna, who is perfect at the foul line this season. 22 for 22. 12-10. Here's a 3 from the corner. Bullseye! For Simon Babel. Another 3, and it's 15-10 Platteville. 12.5 minutes left. First play, first half, for the ball stolen. Babel takes it in, lays it up and misses, but he'll go to the foul line. And the Lakeside fans not happy with that call either. And that's team foul number 5 already on Lakeside Lutheran. And 2 free throws coming up for Babel. First one is good. Babel at the line this season, 47%. This one makes it 16-10. The entire staff of Faraday Incorporated in Platteville congratulates our Platteville Hillman basketball team on their great season. It's a great day to be a Hillman. Congratulations from Faraday Incorporated in Platteville. We're also brought to you by Allegiant Oil LLC, congratulating the Platteville Hillmen on their fantastic season. Turn to Allegiant Oil for all your propane and fuel needs. Allegiant Oil, your energy neighbor. Second free throw bounces in. And Platteville now with a 17-10 lead. 12:20 remaining, first supply, first half. A little more press now on Platteville's part as Guzman brings it into the front court. And then shovels to the right wing. And Easton Wolfram, 6'1 junior. Milsna goes left, gets it back to Guzman. Guzman drops the ball, picks it back up, attracts 2 defenders, now at the left wing. And now a pass to the corner. And then along the arc goes Wolfram. Guzman at the right wing. And then a pass to the corner. And Wolfram, Platteville fans cheering the defense. Wolfram at the right wing. Pass out to the corner. And then Milsna at the foul line. Corner jumper for 3. Does not drop. Platteville comes up with a rebound. And it is Babel passing, or the corner jumper for 3 by Ryder. Doesn't go. Offensive rebound doesn't go. Offensive rebound does go for McLean. McLean on the rebound. 19-10 Platteville.
Wow.
And a 30-second timeout called by Lakeside Lutheran with 11:24 left, first supply, first half. 19-10, and you know, Platteville's had all of these runs. They started Thursday on a 11-0 run, and here they are now leading 19-10 with 11:24 left in the first supply, first half.
Yeah, but so far, free throw shooting 7 of 8 at the line for Platteville, and that's a big difference with this 9-point lead for the Hillmen with 11:24 to play in the first half.
Platteville Collision Center with expert color matching, frame and unibody straightening and baked on finishing to keep paint shining longer. Platteville Collision Center, East Mineral Street. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington, and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington. And Platteville, we're also brought to you by Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont for all your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs. Call Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont. 11:22 left, first supply, first half. Platteville with a 19-10 lead over Lakeside Lutheran. Over at the right wing into the game for the first time, Benjamin Crockless, 6' junior. And the ball tipped and a foul called. Also in for Platteville, Nathan Mum, 6'1 senior. And the ball actually was just tipped out of bounds. So the inbound from the corner right in front of the Platteville student section. Inside, laid up one-handed. Good, and a foul for Newman. So Newman with the basket, his first of the afternoon. And the foul on Davin Edge, which is his first, Platteville's third in the first supply first half. Newman at the foul line, 6 of 10. Coming into today, and the free throw completes the three-point play. And it's 19-13. Platteville by 6, 11:09 left first supply first half. Pizzeria Uno in the annex and the back bar. Southwest Wisconsin's favorite way to celebrate the postseason is pizza and drinks at Pizzeria Uno and the annex in Platteville. Coming walk it up with Ludlum. And Ludlum, the other number 12, guarding him. Pass now, and the layup blocked by from Babel. A long pass down, laid up and in for Crockless. Crockless off the steal, and it's 19-15 with 10:43 left in the first supply first half. Platteville leading basketball. McLean, right elbow. And then over to Mum. Now at the left wing, Myron Ryder, 5'10 sophomore. He lays it up, misses the shot. And back the other way comes Lakeside Lutheran. It is Newman with it. Pass into left wing, three, bullseye. And getting the three there is Wolfram. And now it's going to be Platteville calling the timeout. And so each team now has called a 30-second timeout. 19-18. Platteville's lead down to 1 with 10:20 left first supply first half. The Back Nine Golf Simulator in Platteville. You can play Augusta right here at home. Find the Back Nine on Facebook for details. The Back Nine Golf Simulator, Business 151 in Platteville. Mound City Bank's Total Line of Credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop at a Mound City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Learn more at MoundCityBank.com. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, experience the difference. Our YouTube stream presented for the power for the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty. Whether you're buying or selling, call Tim, Kathy, Chase, and their staff today. Tim Slack Auction and Realty. Lancaster and Fairmore pass into McLean, then back out, then back to McLean. And over at the right wing, top of the silo, three, bullseye! For Garrison Tashner. And Platteville now up 22-18 as we go under 10 minutes in the first supply first half. Guzman deep right wing. Over the right winger, Crockless. Pass up top. Milsna to the foul line. Puts up the jumper. Misses. Tipped up in the air. Offensive rebound. And then stolen away. Here comes Tashner. Taking it all the way in. And he is called for the charge. And that's his second foul. And that now 14 fouls on Platteville. And let's see if he stays in or comes out.
Asher's still in the game.
Guzman brings it up. Ryder guarding him. Guzman across half court. Goes to the right wing. Then passes off. Shot is up and good by Wolfram. 22-20. 9:20 remaining. First supply, first half. And here is McLean, pass, three from the corner, bullseye! Bullseye for Babel! 25-20 Platteville, 9:05 remaining first supply, first half. Guzman in the backcourt, then into the front court. Shed Ryder, then goes in and puts up the shot, misses, and Platteville comes up with a rebound, and Tasher gets it and now has it at the right wing. And goes to the foul line, goes into the lane, spin move, jumper, good. Garrison Tashner. And now Platteville back up 7. 27-20 with 8:35 left first supply, first half at a whistle. And Milsna looks like he's going to have to leave, maybe a blood issue. It looks that way.
Yeah.
Evan Newman back in. Russell Law Offices is here to assist you as your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin Russell Law Offices. We're also brought to you by Astria Connect for high-speed internet options customized to meet your home and business needs. Visit AstriaConnect.com. 8:30 remaining first supply, first half. Platteville leading 27-20. Over at the right wing is Wolfram. Pass up top, 3 for Newman, bullseye. And Newman makes it 27-23 with 8:14 remaining in the first supply, first half. Here's Tasher with it. Over to the left wing of Babel, back to Tasher. Into the lane for McLean, and McLean gets fouled with 8:06 left in the first supply, first half. That is on Jackson Stein, 6'6" sophomore. And team foul number 6 on Lakeside Lutheran with 8:06 remaining in the first supply, first half. Queen Bee Radio Sports SoundCloud page. Listen back to recordings of previous sportscasts anytime on demand. SoundCloud.com/Queen Bee Radio Sports. Tasher trapped under the basket, but gets it out to McLean. And now up top is Ryder. And he backs up near the WD logo at half court. Now into McLean it goes. Fakes one way, goes the other, puts it up short. And the rebound grabbed by Guzman, who brings it up the floor. Guzman takes it all the way in, misses the shot. Offensive rebound underneath. That doesn't go. And another big block, Midwest Realty block for McLean. And then a pass Ryder, and it's off, actually tipped out of his hands, and it goes back to Platteville with 7:32 left, first supply, first half. And the ball will be inbounded at the near side of the basket by Tech Resource Management. A greener way by Tech Resource Management of Monroe. Bring you today's game. Up top is Edge to the left wing, Tashner. Tashner looking inside along the arc, goes to the right wing. That's where Edge is now. Back to Tashner. Back to Edge in the corner. Into McLean, far side of the lane. Then back to Edge at the right wing. Edge goes to the baseline, fall away, doesn't get it. Rebound is grabbed by Newman and brought up by Guzman with 7 minutes remaining in the first supply, first half. And a corner jumper is too hard, but Guzman gets the rebound on the back end and lays it in. And Guzman makes it 27-25, back to 2 points with 6:46 left, first supply, first half. In the lane, Tasher gets triple team, gets it out to Edge, fakes a 3, takes the 3 right wing, doesn't get it. And the rebound grab back the other way, taking it all the way in, and missing the shot is Newman. And Platteville comes up with a rebound with 6:30 left in the first supply, first half. Brought up, and Ludlam puts it up off the glass and missing. And the rebound grab by Stein. And brought up by Wolfram, 6:16 left, first supply, first half. Platteville a 2-point lead, Lakeside Lutheran basketball. Stein at the right wing, ball is stolen. Taken away by Ryder, who lays it up and in. The steal and score for the sophomore. And it's 29-25 Platteville, under 6 minutes left.
Ryder, the 5th different scorer for Platteville so far today.
Over at the left wing, the 3, too hard by Wolfram. Platteville gets the rebound. McLean has a tip, and then Ludlam underneath, laid up, and a foul.
Ouch.
And that is what do you think? Vertical clipping foul there with 5:45 left in the first supply, first half.
It's like a chop block, but at the neck level. That I know is illegal.
7th foul on Lakeside Lutheran in the first supply, first half. And Newman departs. He hit the floor hard. And in fact, he's limping pretty badly as he gets off the floor.
Yeah, it was an awkward-looking fall for both players. I'm actually surprised that Edge is still in the game.
And here comes the first free throw for Babel. It's up and good. That Babel or Edge, he hasn't turned his back to me yet to be able to see his number. I think that's Edge, actually.
That is Edge, yep, number 11.
30-25, 31-25. Both free throws good with 5:44 left in the first supply of first half. Guzman across half court. Passes over to Stein, who wasn't ready for it, but gets it back to Guzman for 3. That's short. Tipped up in the air. McLean comes up with a rebound with 5.5 left in the first supply, first half. Here's Babel, left wing, over to the right wing at Edge. Edge to McLean. McLean underneath. Got it, kind of slipped off his hand. And the rebound grabbed by Brady Wolfram. Now a shot underneath and dropped by Stein, and Platteville comes up with it. And back the other way, and a blocked shot. Offensive rebound, and lost out of bounds by Babel as he tried to save the rebound. 5:06 left. First supply, first half.
Yep, full timeout, yep.
And we have a timeout. We'll take one. 5:06 left, first supply, first half. Platteville leading Lakeside Lutheran 31-25 on Extreme 107.1.
In game one.
3 little words no parent wants to hear.
My tummy hurts.
And it always seems to happen at the worst times. Like in the middle of the morning rush, when you still have homework to check and lunches to pack, and of course, you're already late for work. Luckily, there's Pepto Kids. Pepto Kids gummies help relieve occasional stomach upsets, turning those 3 words into these 3 words.
I feel better.
Bad time for stomach upsets? Good time for Pepto Kids gummies. Fast support for little tummies.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right. Y'all gotta try that Febreze car. Just right, just right, just right. La 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 la. With up to 40 days of consistent scent. All over Febreze car clips right on your vent. You know my car's my happy place. Keep that smile on my face. When it smells just right, just right, just right. Yeah, breathe happy Febreze. La 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 la.
In game one.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Myers Heating and Cooling, the Myers Home Comfort Store, and Wolf Construction on Extreme 107.1, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, Power for the Postseason by Tim Slack Auction Realty. Shoebox scoreboard update. Believe it or not, they've started and there's no score, and they're like 4 minutes in. Cuba City and Laconia in the State Division IV Championship on Extreme 107.1. Platteville leads Lakeside Lutheran 31-25. 5 minutes left, first supply, first half. Timeout called by Lakeside Lutheran. And a drive and a shot is missed by Ludlam. Back the other way. And a drive, and that's blocked from Proclus, and back the other way. Grab back, another big block. Midwest really blocking an offensive foul on a drive. And that will be on Ludlam. And that is Lucas's first foul. And the 5th on Platteville in the first supply, first half. 4.5 minutes left, first supply, first half. 31-25 Platteville. Or at the right wing, Proclus. Passes to the quarter in Guzman. Guzman drives baseline. Passes to the other quarter. Fake 3, and out driving in right under the basket. Backdoor layup good for Brady Wolfram, 6'3" sophomore. And it's 31-27, 4:10 left. First supply, first half. Ludlam over the right wing, pass to the quarter. And Edge drives the baseline, puts it up too hard, and the rebound grab by Guzman. And back they come, and into the corner, the jumper doesn't drop, and Platteville comes up with a rebound. Here is Ludlam, and a pass underneath the Edge, fakes a shot, puts it up, doesn't get the drop. Offensive rebound, and Babel scores on the rebound. And the rebound makes it 33-27, Platteville by 6, with 3:35 remaining, first supply, first half. That is their first field goal in 2.5 minutes. And a pass underneath, laid up and laid in for Easton Wolfram. 33-29, 3:20 remaining in the first supply, first half. Edge at the left wing. Dribbling there. And then passes to the corner. The ball is stolen away from Ludlam, and then Lawson and picked back up by Wolfram. And a layup underneath by Guzman is good. And it's 33-31, back to 2. As we're going to 3 minutes left in the first supply, first half. And here's the 3 from Ryder, blocked and grabbed back, and a pass down to Wolfram, and he lays it up and ties the game. We're tied at 33, 6-0 run for the Warriors with 2:36 left in the first supply, first half. Edge deep left wing to the quarter, and Babel back to Edge. Back to Babel. Back to Edge up top. Now in the lane. Slammed in by Zach McLean, and Platteville's back up. 35-33, 2:18 remaining first supply first half. Guzman across half court, out by the scorer's table, just kind of dribbling there. It says advertise here on the scoring table, by the way. And now Guzman passes over to the left wing, and a three off the back of the rim by Brady Wolfram. Platteville comes up with a rebound and kind of fumbled by Ryder, but he picks it back up. And now Ryder at the right wing, pass to the corner and laid up and in by Lucas Ludlow. 37-33 with 140 remaining first supply first half. And a give and go underneath and then back out to the right wing, and Brady Wolfram, he goes along the arc and then passes. Ball is tipped to half court but picked up by Easton Wolfram. 124 left first supply first half. Pass out to the corner. And then Brady Wolfram, now he'll drive into the lane, goes and then loses the ball. Grabbed by Ludlam, back the other way, laid up awkwardly, a miss and a basket on the rebound by David Edge. And it's 39-33, and we have an official timeout due to an injured player underneath with 1:08 left, and that's Easton Wolfram. And I think we'll take a break. 39-33 Platteville, 1:08 left first supply first half. Back after this on the X.
In game 2.
For residential, commercial, or ag building projects, call on Wolf Construction LLC of Lancaster. Todd Wolf and his crew pride themselves in providing full service for their customers at the highest of quality. Wolf Construction LLC of Lancaster, proud to back our local athletes.
Are you looking for a checking account with no monthly requirements or service charge? People's State Bank's People's Checking Account. It's just what you're looking for. This account includes free debit card, online and mobile banking, bill pay, and much more at no cost to you. You heard that right. No cost to you. We're your local community bank ready to serve you. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
24/7, 365. Myers Heating and Cooling is your trusted residential heating and cooling system service provider. Join Myers Comfort Club for peace of mind throughout the year and around the clock. Myers Heating and Cooling in Lancaster. Don't worry, we got this.
In game 2.
1:08 remaining first supply first half. 39-33 Platteville. And Wolfram, who looked like it was a right ankle injury or something like that, is now off the floor. He got hurt. Evan Newman also got hurt previously, and I don't think we've seen him since he came off.
Yeah, he's back in the game now.
He is now, all right. Yep. 1:05 left first supply first half. Guzman brings it up, 39-33 Platteville. And over at the right wing, Guzman lays it up too hard, and that's going to be goal. Yeah, that's goaltending. To make it 39-35, 53.7 seconds left. Garrison Tasher.
I was going to say, Lakeside Lutheran's been looking for those calls quite a bit throughout this first half. When McLean's going up for the block, he's swatting the backboard, and you can see the backboard swaying each time that he goes up.
Here's Tasher up top, 46 seconds left, first supply first half. Over at the left wing, Tasher drives into the lane, and he gets fouled. With 40.5 seconds left, first supply first half. And the other number 4, Evan Newman, called for his first foul. 8 team fouls on Lakeside in the first supply first half. First free throw is good for Tashner to make it 40-35. We're brought to you by Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Belmont Prairie Machine at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. And Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer, Bloomington, Cuba City, Montfort, and at Sloans.com. Second free throw, good. Both free throws extend Platteville's lead to 41-35 with 40.5 seconds left. First supply, first half. We're brought to you by Brand's Auto Body and Paints Specialist in Lancaster. Full court pressure by the Hillman. 34 seconds. Brought across half court by Guzman. Guzman to the right wing, and the ball tipped, stolen by Babel. And Platteville will have the last crack at a basket. if they want. Now it's going to be Ludlam driving. Got it blocked underneath. Corner three off the rim. Just ticked the rim. Back the other way comes Lakeside with 14 seconds left in the half. Guzman has it tipped out of his hands and lost out of his hands. Turnover with 11.2 seconds left for supply first half. People's State Bank for personal home business and ag loans. Visit one of their convenient area locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com, member FDIC. And Bouse Electric. Call Brad Adrian and Josh Busher at Bouse Electric, Lancaster, and Fenimore. 11.2 seconds left, first supply, first half. Platteville will try to add to their 41-35 lead. Brought across half court, 8 seconds. And the drive of the pass to the corner. Babel jumper is short. Rebound, put up, and doesn't drop, and that's the half. But pretty good first supply, first half for Platteville. The Hillman lead Lakeside Lutheran 41-35 with a trip to state at stake. Back after this on Extreme 107.1.
In Game 3, West Bend and the Peterson Agency offer just the right insurance protection for your unique business. Just ask the owners of child care centers, beauty salons, fitness facilities, and dozens of other businesses across the Midwest. West Bend and the Peterson Agency understand these businesses and can provide insurance programs tailored to the services they provide. Along with comprehensive coverages, are loss prevention experts who help keep your business safe. To find out more, call the Peterson Agency in Argyle, 608-543-3354.
White or wheat, classic or old-fashioned, with or without sesame seeds. With so many choices, selecting the right bun for perfectly grilled burgers, hot dogs, and brats can seem overwhelming. Baked right here in the Midwest, the bakers at Village Hearth made your choice easy. As long as you see the familiar Village Hearth logo on the package, you know you're selecting the freshest, most flavorful buns available. Village Hearth Buns, baking our best for you.
In Game 3.
Today's game also brought to you by McNett Electric in Belmont. They can assist you with all your electrical needs. Chip and the crew at McNett Electric are on call and ready to help you with your agricultural, commercial, and residential electrical needs. McNett Electric in Belmont. Platteville 41, Lakeside Lutheran 35 at the half. Back after this on Extreme 107.1.
In Game 4.
You might not realize that exceptional rehab services are available right in Lancaster. Maybe you haven't heard of Grant Regional's knowledgeable and experienced rehab team, and that we provide a complete continuum of care from inpatient to outpatient therapy, with the goal of getting patients back to their full potential. But someday, if you're set back by injury or illness, you'll be glad to know that our team is right here, ready to help you get to feeling better and moving better. Learn more at grantregional.com/rehab.
Herbst's Ace Hardware in Platteville is having a massive inventory reduction and closeout sale. Making room for new inventory means incredible deals for you, with 50% off select items, including cleaning supplies, houseware, tools, and more. Buy one, get one, half off on select 5-gallon buckets of paint. Head to Herbst's in Platteville. All sales are final, and some exclusions do apply. Herbst's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main Street in Platteville. Family owned and operated since 1942.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
In Game 4.
The Queen Bee Radio High School Sports Roundup is our weekly high school sports show covering everything in our area's high school sports scene, including highlights, recaps, previews, interviews, and more. New episodes every week on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube and SoundCloud channels. 41-35, Platteville leads Lakeside Lutheran at the half of the Division III Wisconsin Dells sectional final. Peterson Agency halftime report after these messages on Extreme 107.1.
In Game 5.
You give 110% at work and in the game, so why not give 110% to get a beautiful, healthy smile? Schedule your routine checkups and any major dental care at Cuba City Family Dental and Keeler Family Dental. They'll help you maintain a beautiful smile, along with daily brushing and flossing for healthy teeth and gums. Call today to schedule your checkup, and if you have any problems with your teeth, make an appointment with Cuba City Family Dental and Keeler Family Dental. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
This is Doug Dolter with Dubuque Mattress. Dubuque Mattress was voted best place to buy a mattress for many reasons, but one of them was best price. Because Dubuque Mattress is a mattress factory, we are truly factory direct. We cut out the cost of the middleman. And because of our volume, we have the most buying power. I personally guarantee that Dubuque Mattress is 10 to 40% less than any other mattress store in town. Find us on Highway 20 directly across from Tyson's. Dubuque Mattress for the rest of your life.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
In Game 5.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA basketball presented by Myers Heating and Cooling, Myers Home Comfort Store, and Wolf Construction on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered for the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty. And it is time for the Peterson Agency halftime report presented by the Peterson Agency in Argyle. Brian Peterson specializes in home, farm, auto, and umbrella policies. Platteville with a 41. I can't even read my own handwriting. Well, that's nothing new. 41-35 lead. Platteville over Lakeside Lutheran at the half. What do the statistics look like, Tyler?
Well, leading the way for Platteville individually, both Simon Mabel and Garrison Tashner with 12 points. The only two players in double figures for Platteville in the first half. Other contributors, Lucas Ludlum with 7 points. 4 points for Zach McLean and 2 points for Myron Ryder. Nathan Bum saw action in the first half and did not score. Very interesting first half stats from the free throw line. Platteville 11 of 12 at the free throw line. 4 3-pointers in that first half. Only turned the ball over 5 times. Although Platteville has had a number of one-shot possessions and have led to easy buckets for Lakeside Lutheran in that first half. As for Lakeside Lutheran, they are led by Casey Guzman with 10 first half points. He's the only player in double figures for the Warriors. 6 points for Evan Newman, 4 points for Ben Crocus, and 2 points apiece for Easton Wolfram, Wesley Ron, Brady Wolfram, and Jackson Stein. I had Lakeside Lutheran down for 7 first half turnovers. They are 3 of 3 from the free throw line and 2 3-pointers in that first half. So the turnover margin slightly in favor of Platteville, but like I said earlier, Steve, it's been the one-shot possessions that have led to easy transition buckets that have helped Lakeside Lutheran get back into the game. And for Coach Hoosier, he's got to take a look and figure out what they can do to neutralize Casey Guzman, because he has found his way into the lane for some easy layups, whether it's fast break or not. That lane's been wide open for him. Look to see what kind of defensive adjustments Platteville makes to try and keep him in check.
And obviously one of the things about this whole postseason to this point is what Mike Hoosier in our Raleigh Cheese pregame show called the breaking point.
Right.
This is where, in the second half, at some point, Platteville has exerted their will, basically, with a 12-0 run, 14-0 run. It was 15-3 on Thursday against Wisconsin Dells. Of course, the question is, can you do that against Lakeside Lutheran?
And you hope to avoid that stretch that Platteville had late in the first half, where they went about 2.5 minutes without a bucket. They had some open looks, easy shots at the bucket, but they just didn't drop for them. You have to like the offensive execution. It's just, can those buckets drop down? And hopefully in the final 18 minutes of this game, those shots continue to go down for Platteville, and they find a way to neutralize Casey Guzman of Lakeside Lutheran.
And the thing is, I'm sure Mike Hoosier told his team, look, we've given getting the shots, they'll drop. You know,
right.
That's kind of been what has happened in the postseason. So 41-35, Platteville leads Lakeside Lutheran. Somebody is 18 minutes, well, maybe longer, from going to state, and somebody's 18 minutes from having their season end. And we'll be back with the second half after these messages on Extreme 107.1.
In Game 6.
Heads Up Salon. Sherry, Jenny, Brittany, and Sydney at Heads Up do highlights, color, cuts, perms, and new barbering services too. Heads Up Salon, North Jefferson Street, Lancaster.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
24/7, 365. Myers Heating and Cooling is your trusted residential heating and cooling system service provider. Join Myers Comfort Club for peace of mind throughout the year and around the clock. Myers Heating and Cooling in Lancaster. Don't worry, we got this.
In Game 6.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA boys basketball, presented by Myers Heating and Cooling, Myers Home Comfort Store, and Wolf Construction on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Powered for the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty. Platteville leads Lakeside Lutheran 41-35 with the break. Also on the Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Cuba City leading Laconia 15-13 with 6.5 minutes left in the first half. And that is at State in Green Bay, and that is on Super Hits 106 again tonight. Mineral Point and Randolph for a Division IV trip to State on 97.7 Country WGLR.
And on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel tonight as well. Should be a fun one in Division IV at Portage High School. Mineral Point coming off that big win against conference rival Darlington on Thursday night. A very statement win for Mineral Point.
I'll say, yeah. We're brought to you by The Ticket in Platteville. They have the best wings in the Tri-States, and the rest of the menu is awesome, too. Check out the new arcade in the basement, The Ticket Sports Bar and Grill in Platteville. First half was brought to you by First Supply of Platteville, your total commercial plumbing and heating wholesale outlet. When quality parts are needed, the experts rely on First Supply in Platteville. Claire Bank with their 8 locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Claire Bank, where they say, we can do that. Member FDIC and an equal housing letter. Southwest Health's Darlington Clinic now open, providing eye, OBGYN, and ENT care plus physical therapy and speech therapy to the Darlington community. The Southwest Health Darlington Clinic, conveniently located on State Highway 81 off Tamer Run Road, accepting new patients. Lakeside Lutheran will get the ball to start the second half. Platteville will be moving left to right from the perspective of the Wolf Construction broadcast table. And the inbounds to Guzman, who almost dropped it out of bounds. But he brings it across half court. He's been the one guy that Platteville's had the hardest time dealing with. And he drives it into the lane, then passes out to the corner. And the three doesn't go. And tipped up and grabbed on the rebound after the miss by Reinke. And back comes Ludlam. He splits the defenders. That shot doesn't go. And Milsna on the rebound. Back to Reinke. Milsna behind him picks it up at the left wing. And then a bounce pass inside, and the one-hander is good for Wesley Ron. And it's 41-37. He missed a lot of the second half after collecting his second foul. Here's Tasher, who has 2 fouls. He stayed in most of the way. Fakes a shot. Now goes to the right wing, and Ludlam back to Tashner. Tasher over to Edge at the left wing. And then a pass to Babel, drives baseline, lays it up, backdoor there, Ludlam. Ludlam lays it up and in. 43-37 Platteville, and we're 1 minute into the second half. Across half court, Guzman drives into the lane, lays it up and in. And that is something Platteville so far has had no answer for. 43-39. Over at the right wing, or right corner, Ludlam back out to Tasher at the top of the silo. In it goes to McLean, fakes one way, goes the other, misses. Chase for the rebound in the corner, and it will be what the two officials discuss, and it goes back to Platteville. And we're brought to you by Allied Stone, a locally owned family company for over 28 years. At Allied, we can handle all your topsoil, ag lime, and aggregate needs for all your spring projects. Call Allied today. At the left wing is Edge, and he gets tied up and then gets it back to Tasher at the deep left wing. Tasher drives in, backs in, lost the ball, but got a foul call with 16-12 left in the second half. Guzman is called for his first of the second half on the Warriors. And a timeout will be called by Platteville because they couldn't find anybody to inbound. To inbound 2. And so that is a 30?
Yep.
Yes. With 16:05 left in the second half. Delta 3 Engineering, they've got every angle covered for all civil, municipal, structural, and wastewater engineering and surveying with grant writing provided. Delta 3 Engineering, Platteville and Dubuque, and at delta3eng.biz. Ritchie Implement recognizes all high school athletes. High school athletics offers opportunities for sportsmanship, leadership, and personal growth. Ritchie Implement with locations in Cobb, Barneville, Darlington, and Lancaster. With 3 family medicine clinics or over 20 specialty services, Southwest Health offers expert care close to home. To learn more about their services, visit southwesthealth.org. And Steve Stevens, a proud supporter of Platteville High School basketball, wishing good luck and tournament success to all Platteville student athletes. Having some buzzer issues, I think. Doodle's Pub and Eatery in Lancaster. Follow them on Facebook for daily lunch specials. Doodle's on the Square in Lancaster is one of the officials talking at the scorers table. Bush Insurance, a proud partner of Pekin Insurance Company, supporting our Platteville athletes and their families. Grady Electric in Platteville specializes in residential, agricultural, commercial wiring. Maybe they need some help here. For new construction, repairs, or maintenance, you can count on Grady Electric to make your electrical concerns go away. Not sure what that was about, but the inbound now. Ludlam will inbound and gets it in, and then ball tipped out by Newman, and it'll go back to the Hillman. K&K Floors in Platteville proudly support Platteville Hillman basketball team and wish all Platteville student athletes good luck and success in the coming season. K&K Flooring in Platteville, a family-owned business installing your flooring since 1954. Driving up and scoring is Tashner. And Tashner makes it 45-39. That is the halftime margin. 6 points with 15:48 left in the first supply for the second half. Guzman, left wing, drives, lays it up, misses, and the rebound is grabbed. And then Platteville finally ends up coming up with it. Here's Ludlam. Pass to the corner, faked 3, and then out to the right wing. Babel takes a 3. Bullseye! Simon Babel, the 3. 48-39, Platteville by 9. 15-19 left second half. Guzman across half court. What was that halftime score?
Halftime score, Cuba City up on Laconia, 25-21.
Laid up and in. That's on the Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox and Black Earth, largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Meanwhile, Ron drives it in to make it 48-41. Here is Ludlam at the right wing in the quarter. And then Tashner for 3, right wing off the mark. And the rebound grabbed by Ron, and then back out over the right wing to the foul line. Top of the silo, 3 is good for Ron. Back to back for Ron, the second of 3, and it's 48-44 with 14:33 left second half. Platteville leading basketball, driving up. Ludlam misses the shot, but then off the hands of Ron, now loose in the lane. Everybody going after it. Here is Tashner getting it top of the silo. Then the pass to the corner, the 3 doesn't go for Edge, and the rebound is grabbed by Ron and brought up the near side by Easton Wolfram over to the left wing, and Reinke. And I'll pass up top of the silo. 3 is good for Guzman. And it's 48-47 and a 1-point ball game with 13:52 left of the second half. Out to the left wing, fake 3, and then back to McLean. The turnaround shot doesn't drop. Rebound by Ron. And the drive by Guzman, and then he goes after it again, but short on the shot and lost out of bounds, and it will be Platteville basketball with 13:35 left in the second half. Anderson will return in Dubuque, powering our audio stream. Anderson will return in Dubuque when you are ready. We're also brought to you by Myers Heating and Cooling, servicing Southwest Wisconsin since 1999. Myers Heating and Cooling, where they say, don't worry, we got this. Cross half court, Tasher, 1 point, Platteville lead. Tasher at the right wing. Tasher shakes Wolfram, goes into the lane, gets a shot blocked. And back the other way. Here's a drive, and a layup is good, and Lakeside Lutheran takes the lead, and they have a foul. Reinke drives and scores. And a foul, which is Platteville's first of the second half. And that's on Simon Babel. That's his first. And this is, by the way, well, wait a minute. And that's an 11-0 Lakeside Lutheran run. And Lakeside's got the lead, 50-48, with 13:11 left in the second half. Here is Tashner, right of the point. goes to the right wing, pass to the corner, back to Tashner. Driving Tashner in the lane and then back out. Over to the left wing in Ludlam, back to Tashner. Tashner looking inside over the right wing in Babel, back to Tashner. Tashner dribbling, trying to drive in, and then back out to Babel. Babel is fouled at the right wing with 12:47 left in the second half. That'll be the second foul of the second half on Lakeside. And the ball will be inbounded far side of the basket. Did not hear who it was on. And the lob out near half court to Edge. And this is Tasher at the right wing, guarded by Easton Wolfram. Tasher gets two defenders over to the right wing. And Edge. Now driving in is Babel, who misses the shot. And the rebound grabbed. And back the other way to whistle. And a turnover, a traveling call. Right? Or a foul, actually. Foul is on Platteville. Or what? What was it?
Yeah.
Just a whistle?
Well, I guess it's a... Well, Babel's going to the bench. I don't know if they whistled up for a foul, so I guess it's...
Myron Ryder back in, not Ruder. Guzman up top, 12:15 left second half. Guzman in the lane out, fake three, and then back to Guzman underneath, and then the shot missed, but Ron will go to the foul line with 12:08 left in the second half. That'll be the Garrison Tasher, that's his third. And the second of the second half, Ron at the foul line. Banks the first one in. He's a 50% foul shooter, and he extends the lead for Lakeside Lutheran to 51-48. Worco Transportation of Bloomington. Get away with Worco Transportation. Learn more at worcotransportation.com. Worco Transportation of Bloomington. Second free throw good. 52-48. Lakeside Lutheran. 12:06 left second half. 14-0 run by Lakeside Lutheran. Platteville needs to stop that first. Here's Tashner driving in the lane, out to the corner, and then driving in, laid up blocked, but tipped out and picked up by Ryder up top. Ryder looking over to the left wing and Tashner. Tashner now driving left wing, and a foul with 11:38 left in the second half. And that's Guzman's second. And 3 on Lakeside Lutheran in the second half. And the inbounds, better hurry up. And they get it over to Edge right near the Platteville bench. And now here's Tasher with it, with 11.5 left in the second half. Here's Ryder picking it up behind Tasher, back to Tasher it goes. Now McLean in the lane, out to the corner, and Ryder. And now picked up, and then back out to Ryder at the right wing. Looking, trying to get it to McLean. He and Ron are really going at it inside. Tasher at the right wing, lob to McLean. McLean goes in, goes over Ron, and gets the basket. McLean makes it 52-50 with 11:02 left in the second half, and that ends the run for Lakeside. Here's Guzman across half court. Guzman to the top of the silo, to the foul line, out to the left wing, and Reinke, he goes into the lane and then back out, and a right wing three for Ron, doesn't get it, and Platteville comes up with a rebound. Here comes Ludlam with it, over to the right wing at Edge. Edge drives into the lane, and he gets fouled by Newman with 10:37 left in the second half, and a trip to the foul line coming up. Newman, that's his third. And David Edge for 2.
2 of 2 at the free throw line so far today.
He's only shooting 46% for the season, but he's been very good in the postseason, and he hits the first. He's been good just generally speaking. 52-51. The entire staff of Faraday Incorporated in Platteville congratulates our Platteville Hillman basketball team on their great season. It's a great day to be a Hillman. Congratulations from Faraday Incorporated in Platteville. Second free throw, no good, so Lakeside keeps the lead, 52-51, 10:30 left in the second half. Here is Newman up top. Almost lost the ball, but grabbed the handle back. And now a pass underneath and putting up the shot. Milza misses, and the rebound grabbed by McLean. Platteville can take the lead with a basket here. And then a pass to Ryder, drives baseline, lays it up too hard. And the rebound is grabbed by Newman for Lakeside Lutheran with 10:07 left in the second half. And Wolf from across half court goes to the right wing. Over, then picked up by Milza. Back to Ron, now in the corner is Milza driving, lays it up and in. And actually that's Easton Wolfram driving it in. It's 54-51 Lakeside, 9:44 left second half. Ball is tipped and stolen, grabbed away by Reinke, and then Reinke almost lost it but picks it back up. And now driving in, got it! What a block that was, out of bounds. And was that McLean or Ryder with a block?
That was McLean, big time, big block Midwest block shot right there.
That it was. 9:32 left in the second half. Platteville Collision Center with expert color matching frame and unibody straightening and baked on finishing to keep paint shining longer. Trust the repair people of Platteville Collision Center, East Mineral Street. The inbounds pass to the corner and the three from Milsna, too hard. Ball tipped up in the air and grabbed, and then back the other way. Guzman lays it in. 56-51, 9:20 left in the second half. Here's Tasher with it. Over to Ryder in the corner. 5 points is the biggest deficit Platteville has faced in the postseason. Here's Ryder in the corner. Back out to Tasher. Tasher to the lane. Over to the right wing. And into the corner it goes. And the ball is tipped and stolen. And back the other way. Laid up and in for Reinke. The steal and score makes it 58-51. Timeout Platteville with 8:54 left in the second half. And we'll be back after this on Extreme 107.1.
In Game 7.
No matter the weather, it's always a great day to visit the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium. With indoor and outdoor fun for the whole family, you're sure to make memories that will last a lifetime. Explore our 14-acre campus along the mighty Mississippi as you learn about more than 200 species of animals, immerse yourself in rich river history, and even catch our latest thrilling 4D film, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Don't forget, your ticket is good for 2 days of adventure, and members get in free every day. Plan your visit today at rivermuseum.org.
Are you tired of paying a fortune for your prescriptions? Look no further than InFocus Pharmacy, located at 1690 Elm Street in Dubuque. InFocus Pharmacy is proud to offer you discounts on your prescriptions through their 340B program, no insurance required. But wait, there's even more. InFocus Pharmacy offers free services like medication synchronization and delivery. Call them at 563-239-9151 or visit their website, InFocusPharmacy.com, to start saving today. InFocus Pharmacy, where personal care meets convenience, quality, and compassion.
In Game 7.
8:54 remaining in the second half. Platteville called the timeout. They're down to 2. Lakeside Lutheran is called just 1 in the game. To this point, it is 58-51. Lakeside Lutheran. Allegiant Oil LLC congratulates the Platteville Hillmen on their fantastic season. Turn to Allegiant Oil for all your propane and fuel needs. Allegiant Oil, your energy neighbor. And there's a steal again. And back the other way comes Reinke for the Warriors. Or with the left wing, Benjamin Crockless back in the game. And driving at the left wing is Ron. Basket and a foul. With 8:34 left in the second half.
Defensively, Platteville just looking all out of sorts here in the second half.
Did not hear who the foul was on because it wasn't announced yet. Simon Babel, his second. It's only 3 fouls on Platteville. Free throw is no good. So it's 60-51 Lakeside with 8:30 left in the second half. Somebody's last second half of the season, and in the case of seniors, their careers. Or at the left wing is Edge. Edge back to Tashner. And then back, or Tashner out up top, lays it up, got it blocked out of bounds. Platteville will get it back with 8:13 left in the second half. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington. Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main Street in Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware, Bloomington and Platteville. Rennie Plumbing and Heating in Belmont for your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs. Call Rennie Plumbing and Heating in Belmont. Ball will be inbounded from the far side of the basket. DeLay. And did they call a foul on Ron there? Well, here's the inbounds pass. Here's Ryder now with it over the right wing and Tasher. Tasher gets it in to McLean, then back out to Edge. Edge for three. Bullseye! What did Platteville need that? 60-54, under 8 minutes left in the second half. Again, the man-to-man defense. Here is Guzman with it up top. At the left wing is Reinke, and then into the corner to Crockless. Back out to Guzman. Now Guzman drives over to Crockless for three, off the rim, and the rebound and a foul with 7:35 left in the second half. And the two officials discussing if it was a shooting foul. That's on Zach McLean. His first, yeah. Team foul number 4 in the second half. The Back Nine Golf Simulator in Platteville. You can play Augusta right here at home. Find the Back Nine on Facebook for details. The Back Nine Golf Simulator, Business 151 in Platteville. And the inbounds pass tipped out of. Oh, it's a turnover.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wow. Babel somehow was able to get that ball off of, I believe it was Wolfram. And so
I thought he
gets
held
it back.
the ball going out of bounds, but they say he threw it off a player.
Well, how about that? Mountain City Bank, total line of credit, allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Learn more at MountainCityBank.com. 60-54, Lakeside Lutheran back after this on the X.
In game 8.
Grandpa said Uncle Charlie is in a swing bed at the hospital. I don't remember seeing any swings at Grant Regional.
No, honey. Swing bed is a program that gives patients extra time to recoup and recover if they're not quite ready to go home.
Oh!
In fact, Uncle Charlie had his heart surgery at a different hospital and was able to come back to Lancaster, closer to home.
So, let's go visit him.
The Swing Bed program at Grant Regional Health Center. Experience the difference.
The college semester may have started. However, learning opportunities are still available. Southwest Tech is offering midterm general education courses online beginning March 18th. These classes are a great way to begin the next step of your education or to continue that path. Classes will include Intro to Business, Written Communication, QuickBooks, Intro to Diversity Studies, and more. Contact the Southwest Tech Advisor today to learn more at swtc.edu/advising. Southwest Tech, this is where you excel.
In game 8.
7:34 left in the second half, 60-54. Lakeside Lutheran, they have reversed a 6-point Platteville halftime lead. Driving his edge, got it blocked, but McLean gets it back. Ryder over to the left wing, and a three from the corner is too hard. And the rebound is grabbed by Guzman with 7:13 left in the second half. Guzman up top over to the left wing and Reinke. And a pass inside and laid up and good for Ron. And Ron makes it 62-54 as we go under 7 minutes left.
13 points for Ron in the second half after all.
And there's another steal. That one was by Reinke and laid up and missed by Ron. And back the other way and then stolen at half court. Picked up by Guzman, and Guzman got it blocked by McLean. A big block, Midwest Realty block, and Platteville gets it back. Now Ryder into the corner for Ludlam. Ludlam on the baseline, trying to get that tipped away, but he gets it back. Edge right wing. Now Babel with it. Goes to McLean inside. McLean fakes, takes the shot, gets the drop. Zach McLean makes it 62-56, 6:13 left in the second half. Guzman will walk it up. I think part of the problem for Platteville is they're playing a team that plays like they do.
Right.
Guzman over the left wing, now driving in. Crockless lays it up and in. 64-56, under 6 minutes left. 8-point Lakeside Lutheran lead. Here's Ryder at the right wing. And nearly a steal, grabbed by Edge. Edge to McLean in the lane. Passes to the corner, and the three for Ryder off the rim. But the rebound is grabbed by Edge, and he is fouled with 5:39 left in the second half. Wrestle offices is here to assist you as your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin. Russell Law Offices. That is the fifth foul of the second half on Lakeside Lutheran. Over in the corner is Edge, and Edge for three. Bullseye! Edge for three. And it's 64-59, 5:20 left second half. Guzman across half court. Over at the left wing, and Milsna to the top of the silo, then picked up by Reinke at the left wing, and a pass over to Newman, and then a pass out to the corner, picked up by Wolfram, and then behind him picked up by Guzman, and behind him picked up by Wolfram. 4:54 left second half. Over at the right wing, picked up by Milsna up top. Milsna over to the left wing, and Guzman with it. Guzman to the foul line. Back in, and then back out to the left wing. And then picked up, drive, and then out to the corner. Milsna for three, in and out, and the rebound is grabbed by Ludlam with 4:29 left in the second half. Corner three, off the rim. Rebounded by McLean, and he puts it in. 64-61, timeout. 4:19 left second half. And is that Platteville's timeout? Because they're out.
No, it was Lakeside Lutheran's timeout. It's a full one.
We'll keep it here with 4:19 left in the second half. 64-61. Lakeside Lutheran will tell you that today's game brought to you by Pizzeria Uno, the Annex in the Back Bar, Southwest Wisconsin's favorite way to celebrate the postseason. Pizza and drinks at Pizzeria Uno and the Annex in Platteville. Great Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and East Stoco PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Great Regional Health Center, experience the difference. We're also brought to you by, well, keep going, Steve. Brought to you by First Supply of Platteville, your total commercial plumbing and heating wholesale outlet with quality parts and heat. The experts rely on First Supply in Platteville, and Claire Bank with their 8 locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that, member FDIC. And an equal housing lender. Delta 3 Engineering, they've got every angle covered for all civil, municipal, structural, and wastewater engineering and surveying with grant writing provided. Delta 3 Engineering, Platteville and Dubuque, delta3eng.com. Allied Stone, locally owned, family company for over 28 years. At Allied, we can handle all your topsoil, egg line, and aggregate needs. For all your spring projects, call Allied today. And then the ball tipped and lost out of bounds off the inbound pass, and Platteville gets it back with 4:16 left in the second half. It'll be inbounded by Ludlam at the bench. Back out to Ryder, and now Tasher with it. Over to the left wing, into the corner. And along the arc, top of the silo, Tasher fakes the three. Tasher dribbling with it, over to the right wing, picked up by Ludlam. Ludlam backing in, back out to Tasher, fakes the three, takes the three, got it blocked, and the rebound grabbed and down to Guzman, who is all alone and lays it in. Boy, did they get the ball down the floor fast. 66-61, 3:46 left in the second half. Or at the left wing, into McLean it goes. He goes in on Ron, fakes, goes the other way and lays it in. And McLean makes it 66-63. Zach with 12 points, according to the scoreboard. Driving, laid up, and in by Wolfram, 68-63. 3:20 left second half. Lob into McLean. Goes in on Ron, fakes the other way, goes in, lays it in again. 6 points in a row for Zach McLean, 68-65, 3:08 left second half. Pass out to the corner. And over to the left wing and Ron. Now Guzman out near half court. Over to the right wing. And over there is Reinke. Now at the left wing, it is Wolfram. Gets it into Ron. He goes in on McLean. Fakes one way, goes the other. McLean was able to do that, but not him. But then Guzman lays it up and in. 70-65. Lakeside 2:35 left in the second half. Up top is Edge to the right wing and Tashner. Tashner fakes one way, now dribbles, now drives in, gets a foul call with 2:20 left in the second half. Easton Wolfram called for the foul. That is the 6th on Lakeside. We're brought to you by The Ticket in Platteville. They have the best wings in the Tri-States, and the rest of the menu is awesome, too. Check out the new arcade in the basement. The Ticket Sports Bar and Grill in Platteville. Inbounds pass to Babel. 2:15 left second half, 70-65 Lakeside Lutheran. Platteville probably cannot have an empty possession the rest of the way. At the left wing, drive in, and then over to Babel, and then back out to Tasher. Fakes the three. Drives, puts up the right wing jumper, doesn't get the drop, and the rebound by Ron. With 1:57 left in the second half, here is Guzman at the left wing. And in the quarter, Platteville with just 4 fouls, so they're going to have to foul if they want to do the free throw game here. Guzman in the corner, 1:40 left. He puts up the jumper, doesn't get it, and the rebound grabbed by Tasher. And quickly down, laid up, missed by Ludlam, and back the other way, Lakeside with 1:28 left in the second half. And in the backcourt, whistle and a timeout for Lakeside with 1:22 left in the second half. 70-65, Lakeside Lutheran. We're brought to you by Southwest Health. Their Darlington Clinic is now open, providing OBGYN, ENT, physical therapy, and speech therapy to the Darlington community. The Southwest Health Darlington Clinic, conveniently located on State Highway 81 off Tamer Run Road, accepting new patients. Steve Stevens is a proud supporter of Platteville High School basketball, wishing good luck and tournament success to all Platteville students, athletes. We're brought to you by Bush Insurance, a proud partner of Pekin Insurance Company, supporting our Platteville athletes and their families. Grady Electric in Platteville, specializing in residential, agricultural, and commercial wiring. For new construction, repairs, or maintenance, you can count on Grady Electric to make your electrical concerns go away. K&K Flooring in Platteville proudly supports Platteville Hillman basketball, and they wish all Platteville student athletes good luck and success in the coming season. K&K Floors in Platteville, family-owned business installing your flooring since 1954. Dulos Public Eatery in Lancaster. Follow them on Facebook for daily lunch specials. Dulos on the Square in Lancaster. 2 timeouts left for Lakeside. Platteville, I think, is out. Cuba City leading, Cuba City tied with Laconia at 29. 10:59 left second half. That is on Super Hits 106 on the Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. 70-65, Lakeside Lutheran, 1:20 left for a trip to state, and Tashner fouls Wolfram. And that is Tashner's 4th foul, but that doesn't mean a whole lot anymore. The Ticket in Platteville. They have the best wings in the Tri-States, and the rest of the menu is awesome too. Check out the new arcade in the basement, the Ticket Sports Bar and Grill in Platteville. And Milza will back it out. He turned down a basket. Ball is loose up top, and Platteville wrestling match for it. Held ball, and the possession arrow stays with Lakes, or no, does it go to Platteville?
Well, I thought McLean was trying to call timeout to try and keep the possession for Platteville, but the possession arrow does give it to the Hillman.
So they get it back with 1:01 left, down 70-65. They need to score right now. Here's Ludlam at the right wing. Ludlam falls down and gets fouled with 52.3 seconds left in the second half.
And that's number 4 on Wesley Rod.
Our game brought to you by First Supply in Platteville. Your total commercial plumbing and heating wholesale outlet. When quality parts are needed, the experts rely on First Supply in Platteville. 2 for Ludlam, and the first free throw, it's a 1-and-1, and he misses the free throw. And the rebound grabbed by Ron, and then a foul with 48.5 seconds left. That is team foul number 5, actually 6 on Platteville. Myron Ryder called for the foul. Claire Bank, with their 8 locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC and the Equal Housing Lender. Ball inbounded under the Platteville basket. It goes to Guzman, of course. Ball is loosened and picked up by Guzman. And it is stolen. Platteville back the other way. Laid up and in. And the steal and score by Edge makes it 70-67, 29 seconds left. And a whistle as Reinke foul, and they're going to have to decide this at the foul line. That is Zach McLean's foul, which is just his second. That's not the issue here at all, obviously. 70-67, 1-and-1 coming up for Reinke. And the free throw is good.
Reinke now 2 of 3 at the line.
71-67, Delta 3 Engineering. They provide every angle cover for all civil, municipal, structural, wastewater engineering and surveying with grant writing provided. Delta 3 Engineering, Platteville and Dubuque, both free throws good. Delta 3 ENG .biz. 24 seconds left, 72-67. 3 for Dashner! Top of the silo, and it's 72-70, foul with 16.6 seconds left in the second half. And the foul is on Lucas Ludlam. As this Reinke again for the 1-and-1.
Yep.
Team foul number 8, first free throw good. 73-70 with 16.6 seconds left. Richie Implement recognizes all high school athletes. High school athletics offers opportunities for sportsmanship, leadership, and personal growth. Richie Implement locations in Cobb, Barneville, Darlington, and Lancaster. Second free throw, that's off the back of the rim and out. And a foul on the rebound. And that's on Ron, and that's it for him. He's done. No, it's on Mills now. And he is not done. But David Edge will shoot the 1-and-1. That is team foul number 8. And this is an interesting moment here at 73-70. First free throw is good. Now here's your question. And a timeout called with 15.5 seconds left in the second half. Did you deliberately try to miss the second one?
No, I think you try to make it in because if you make it, it's a 1-point game. You still have to put them at the line. And then that way it still stays a 1-possession game regardless of what happens at the free throw line for Lakeside Lutheran. You try to make this shot.
With 3 family medicine clinics or over 20 specialty services, Southwest Health offers expert care close to home. To learn more about their services, visit southwesthealth.org. We're brought to you by, who are we brought to you by, Steve? Oh yeah, the Ticket in Platteville. They have the best wings in the tri-states, and the rest of the menu is awesome too. Check out the new arcade in the basement, the Ticket Sports Bar and Grill in Platteville. 1 timeout left for Lakeside Lutheran. 8 team fouls each way. 15.5 seconds left in the second half, and meanwhile it is Cuba City leading Laconia 37-35 at State. 5:34 left second half. That's on Super Hits 106. Also tonight, can't imagine a game will be better than this, but Mineral Point and Randolph from Portage for a Division IV trip to State on 97.7 Country WGLR. 73-71, Lakeside Lutheran, 15.5 seconds left in the second half. Edge will shoot the second free throw. And some shifting around going on as far as defense goes.
14 points for Edge on the game and is 4 of 5 at the line.
And here comes the second free throw for Edge. And that is off the back of the rim and out. Tip up on the rebound and grabbed in the corner by Lakeside and a foul with 12 and a half seconds left. And now back the other way we go. First supply, let's see, Claire, how about I just focus on this and then we'll finish with the ad reads after that. Team foul on Platteville is their 9th. And Guzman now will shoot the 1-and-1. 73-71. Lakeside Lutheran by 2. 74-71. And now Guzman for another huge. This is the biggest one right here. And the second free throw is good. 75-71. 11 seconds left. Tasher. And a left wing three is an air ball saved by McLean. Way out to the left wing of the three. That does not go. In the corner, that's it. Lakeside Lutheran goes back to state. 75-71. The Warriors, with almost a completely new team, will make a return trip to state. And Platteville, one of their best seasons in the school history, but short of state. 75-71. Lakeside Lutheran wins. And we'll be back after this on Extreme 107.1.
In Game 9.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. The ugly truth is, when you buy a timeshare, you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. I recently helped a couple that had their maintenance fees go from $800 to $3,200 a year. They also received a $4,000 assessment for a hurricane that was over 1,000 miles away. Sound crazy? The crazy thing is, this never ends. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. Call 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
In Game 9.
Great Regional Health Center, People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Myers Heating and Cooling, Myers Home Comfort Store, and Wolf Construction on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered for the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty. They have just awarded the sectional runner-up to Platteville, and now the sectional championship to Todd Jans, and Lakeside Lutheran celebrating for the second year in a row. We are brought to you by Southwest Health. Their Darlington Clinic is now open, providing eye, OBGYN, ENT, physical therapy, and speech therapy to the Darlington community. The Southwest Health Darlington Clinic, conveniently located on State Highway 81 off Tamer Run Road, accepting new patients. Ritchie Implement recognizes all high school athletes. High school athletics offers opportunities for sportsmanship, leadership, and personal growth. Ritchie Implement, locations in Cobb, Barneveld, Darlington, and Lancaster. Huge pile of Lakeside Lutheran fans celebrating around their team on the floor. Allied Stone is a locally owned family company for over 28 years. At Allied, we can handle all your topsoil, ag lime, and aggregate needs for all your spring projects. Call Allied today. Steve Stevens, a proud supporter of Platteville High School basketball, wishing good luck and tournament success to all Platteville student athletes. 75-71, Lakeside Lutheran ends Platteville's season in the sectional final. Back with more after this on Extreme 107.1.
In game 10.
For residential, commercial, or ag building projects, call on Wolf Construction LLC of Lancaster. Todd Wolf and his crew pride themselves in providing full service for their customers at the highest of quality. Wolf Construction LLC of Lancaster, proud to back our local athletes.
Dodge salutes Megan Randecker, NICU RN at Mercy One Hospital in Dubuque. Turbin will honor Megan with a donation to Mercy One Hospital in her honor. Visit TurbinDodge.com to nominate an area nurse. Thank you, Megan, from Turbin Dodge in Dubuque.
Are you looking for a new and exciting career? This is Jen Casper with Queen Bee Radio. We're currently hiring for people to join our radio and digital sales team. Queen Bee Radio is a fun and family-oriented work environment with unlimited growth opportunities. Life's too short to work where you're not having fun. Give me a call today at 608-349-2045, and I can tell you firsthand how my career in radio sales has been incredibly rewarding. Go to our social media pages or our websites and click on the career link for details on this radio and digital sales opportunity and to apply.
In game 10.
With 3 family medicine clinics or over 20 specialty services, Southwest Health offers expert care close to home. To learn more about their services, visit southwesthealth.com. We're also brought to you by Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. cfbank.com, member FDIC. Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Myers Heating and Cooling, Myers Home Comfort Store, and Wolf Construction on Extreme 107.1, powered by the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered for the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty. 75-71, Lakeside Lutheran returns to state. Platteville season ends tied for the most wins in a regular season for Platteville, but their season ends up short of going to state. Culver's Cool Down, presented by Culver's in Dubuque, Galena, and Platteville, follows these messages on Extreme 107.1.
Postgame 3 minutes.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. Talk to doctor now and share it.
Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor. Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Visit managerbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
Our connections make powerful things happen, uniting individuals and communities. We are Rotary. We are people of action. With over 1 million members, we know what people can do when they come together. Around the world, generations of leaders build new friendships and solve problems, turning great ideas into reality. Take action with us. Find out more at rotary.org/action.
Dan Hicks with Paul Azinger, welcoming you back to the Healthy Stand Classic.
You couldn't ask for better conditions. 68 degrees and a UV index of 3.
This direct exposure to midday sun could be increasing her risk to melanoma.
It looks like she's making a change.
Now let's see what she takes out.
Oh, wow. It looks like she's pulling out a 15.
I don't know. It looks like she's going with a 30.
Strong choice.
Incredible.
Stand Up to Cancer and Optum want to help you reduce your risk for cancer. Visit takeahealthystand.org.
Teachers shape the future. Right now, in a classroom somewhere in the United States, there's a teacher inspiring a future scientist who'll make preventing pandemics their life's work. Sharpening the mind of an aspiring environmentalist who'll help combat climate change. And generating possibilities for a student who'll be the first in family to graduate college. Explore a career that leaves a legacy you can be proud of. Teach. Learn more and receive free support at teach.org.
With love I will build a wonderful thing that makes this life better for you and for me.
Shriners Hospitals for Children has been creating wonderful opportunities for children in need. This life-changing medical care helps them do the things they've always dreamed of. To find out more, go to loveshriners.org.
Officers take an oath to serve and protect the community, but we need your help too in keeping friends and families safe. I'm Lancaster Police Chief Deb Rukoff. Scam phone calls can hit at any time, and scammers are always developing new schemes. That's why law enforcement agencies remind you to be alert for these types of calls. Prevent a crime by keeping your personal information private and hanging up on scammers. Also, if you've been a victim of a scam call, contact your local authorities.
This public service announcement courtesy of Queen Bee Radio.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Times have changed since Mom first created Culver's Double Butter Burger Deluxe, but one thing sure hasn't.
Craig, what would you like to share for show and tell?
This is a butter burger. Whoa! Fresh beef, never frozen, seared to perfection, topped with real Wisconsin cheese on a lightly buttered bun. Butter burger, butter burger, butter.
Hungry? Stop in for one today.
It's time for the Culver's Cool Down Postgame Show, brought to you by Culver's in Dubuque, Galena, and Platteville.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Myers Heating and Cooling, the Myers Home Comfort Store, and Wolf Construction on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered for the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty. 75-71, Lakeside Lutheran beats Platteville. Goes back to state. That's got to be one of the great coaching jobs ever, to take one team to state, change the roster, and take the next team to state. And a team that doesn't have a lot of seniors either.
Right, and an excellent coaching job by the Lakeside Lutheran team. It's the classic, we don't rebuild, we reload. And obviously the talent that they had coming back from last year that got to watch a team have a very successful season last year, carrying that momentum into this season. Congratulations to Lakeside Lutheran on another crack at the state tournament.
Let's take a look at the scoring, Tyler.
All right, leading the way for Lakeside Lutheran, Casey Guzman, 19 points. He had 10 in the first half, 9 in the second half. But really, this is where Lakeside Lutheran kind of got the momentum on their way. Alex Reinke held scoreless in the first half, scores 12 in the second half. Wesley Run, 2 points in the first half, finishes the game with 15, so 13 second half points for him. 3 players in double figures for Lakeside Lutheran on the game here today. Other contributors, 7 points for Cooper Milsna, 6 points apiece for Benjamin Kralkus and Evan Newman, and 2 points apiece for Easton Wolfram, Brady Wolfram, and Jackson Stein. Lakeside Lutheran at the free throw line, 9 of 10 on the game here today, and they were in the neighborhood of 10 turnovers or so for the game. As for Platteville, 4 players in double figures today, led by Garrison Tashner with 17, 15 points for Simon Babel, 14 for Zach McLean, and 13 for Davin Edge. Lucas Ludlum with 9. And Myron Ryder, the only player with points on the stat line with 2. Other players who saw action but did not score include Nathan Mumm. And actually, I think that was it. So Nathan Mumm, the only player for Platteville who saw playing time but did not score for the Hillmen. Didn't add up the final free throw stats, but yeah, Platteville in the first half, 11 of 12 from the free throw line. And they had 2 more in the second half. They went 2 of 4 at the free throw line. So it'd be 13 of 16 at the free throw line here today.
Well, there's a couple of things that come to mind. I think in a general sense, well, first, we'll talk to Platteville coach Mike Hoosier. This is, it's disappointing to end your season this way, obviously, Mike, but you guys did have a terrific season. If you're top 8, which is what everybody in the sectional final is, you've had a great season.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Tyler. I think when you look at it, you know, we told our kids before the game we were going to go after this like we had all year and live with the end result. And I'm disappointed I won't see these guys Monday at practice, but I couldn't, my heart is full for these guys and our community to be able to enjoy this. Been a long time since Platteville's been in this game, right?
Yep.
I think it's 2 evenly matched teams that they had a little bit better stretch in the second half. I think we had a 7 or 8 point lead, maybe 9, and they made a run, and it's what good teams do. These games, man, we talked, I think, earlier that this week, Steve, that the momentum changes are violent.
Yep.
And that was one that was violent, right? My hat's off to Lakeside, but I'll tell you what, I would take my guys any day of the week and go play anybody at any time.
I thought it was really kind of the thing. not a surprise that your 4 seniors were your leading scorers today.
I thought they were really good when they needed to be. And, we're down 6 or 7. We've got it back to 2. And Lakeside made free throws there. So they did what teams that advance do, right? And I don't think we necessarily executed the way we normally do today, but I think that had something to do with Lakeside. And our seniors were really good.
One of the things about the game is they kind of beat you at your own game in a sense. The way you've been playing in the postseason, get the ball inside your big guy, and then the big run in the second half.
Yeah, they did. Ron is a tough match, and he's just a sophomore. He's really skilled. And that's, we knew how good he was, and he got going on us in the second half. And, that's how these games play out. So.
One more question. What are you going to remember about this year?
Steve,
you got 200 wins Thursday.
Yeah.
You got a conference title.
Personal stuff aside, what I'll take away is how this group came together. They competed. They sacrificed for each other. I think it started last year with last year's seniors. It bled through to this year. And just how hard they would compete and play every day. And then the younger guys came along. And I think we're going to be pretty good again next year. I think we got guys that, like we've said all year, would be starters on most teams in our area that didn't get a lot of time at the varsity level. But with that being said, this group of seniors set a high bar. 24-4. We're 4 points away from going to the state tournament.
That's a tie for the most wins in a season.
Yeah,
also.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And they should be proud of that. We just told them, I don't know, had we won today, that they could have captured the hearts of our community and our school any more than they already had. And I think they learned something going through this process that will serve them well down the road. With that being said, there's hurt in the locker room, and rightfully so, because when you really put your heart into something and you go after it, this can happen sometimes. It's a cruel game in that regard. The other thing I think that I'll remember, Steve, is we did this in a way that not a lot of teams can play. And it was high-flying, a lot of threes, a lot of dunks, and it was must-see. Today, unfortunately, we came up short, but I don't see any reason moving forward why we're going to change our style. We're going to make everyone adjust how we play. So.
All right. I don't know if you felt when you were playing for Auburndale that you'd be maybe the coach of a team that tries to run and shoot threes.
No, in
fact,
my high school coach is here today, and when we went in at halftime, he yelled down and he said, "Tell your guys to 2-foot jump stop and pass fake." And Tim Anderson from Auburndale, and he wasn't wrong. We were telling that in timeouts, but I love this group of kids and couldn't be more proud of our Platteville community, how they turned out today. And thank you guys for all that you do. We greatly appreciate it. Is there a chance we could move up in the top 5 rankings in the area, Steve, or not?
Oh, well, actually, it's a regular season thing.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
We'll take it up next year.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, listen, thanks
a
for
lot,
everything.
guys.
It's been a blast covering you guys.
Thank you.
It's been a lot of fun.
Great to hear, and safe travels over to Portage tonight.
All the way to Portage,
yep.
Mineral Point. Yep. Thank you very much.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Mike Hoosier, the Platteville coach, disappointed but proud of his team. 75-71, Lakeside Lutheran beats Platteville. Time for the Tricor Turning Point, presented by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. A lot of times it's real obvious, and this would be one of them. It was the 13-0 Lakeside Lutheran run over about 3.5 minutes in the second half. That turned a 9-point Platteville lead into a 4-point Lakeside Lutheran lead, and they were never able to recover after that. And again, it's kind of ironic where you get beat at your own game, basically, but that's kind of what Platteville faced today.
Yeah, and Platteville did have opportunities down the home stretch. I thought that the straight-ahead three by Garrison Tashner to bring it back to a one-possession game could have potentially turned the tide for Platteville if they could get those stops. But, give credit to Lakeside Lutheran, especially that Casey Guzman. I mean, what a game he had. He was kind of a slasher, working his way through the lane. And then you could tell in the second half, everything really ran through him. The Platteville defense was closing in on him to prevent him from, being a nuisance under the basket. But Guzman able to kick it out to his teammates as well. That created some additional shots. And you could just tell that Platteville, out of sorts on defense, especially late in the second half. I don't know how much of that was execution and how much of it was maybe just fatigue. I mean, Lakeside Lutheran was running up and down the floor quite a bit for this game and, just took Platteville's momentum out of the way in the second half.
And I'm sure there's something a little bit grating about this for Platteville fans, because remember, their football season ended at the hands of Lakeside Lutheran, and now their boys' basketball season has ended at the hands of Lakeside Lutheran. I don't know what to say about that, but there it is.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of mentioned that potential revenge game. There are some players that are on the football team that play for the basketball team as well, although there were a couple players for Platteville that didn't play in that football game due to injury. I believe it was Garrison Tashner and wasn't McLean that didn't see playing time for Platteville during that football game. But either way, I mean, all that aside, I don't think this doesn't diminish the success that Platteville's had this year.
No.
This was an incredible team, an incredible feat that Platteville's had, to go undefeated, in the SWC, be the number one seed in this bracket, and they had a very viable path to get to this point, and they played their game, did it their way, and just unfortunately for them today, like you said earlier, they just got outplayed playing their own game. And Lakeside Lutheran, certainly, just as talented, maybe if not more than Platteville, but all around, just give credit. Both teams played an outstanding basketball game here today. And like Hoosh said just a minute ago, the momentum turns are violent. And the one that we just alluded to for our tri-core turning point, that was the one that kind of put the nail in the coffin for Platteville, although Platteville did have opportunities to get back into it, but that momentum swing just too much for Platteville to overcome.
Well, it's apparently not Southwest Wisconsin's day, because even though Cuba City was up, Laconia has won the Division IV Girls Championship. They beat Cuba City 47-43. That was on Super Hits 106. So we got one more shot, and that's tonight, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. 75-71 Lakeside Lutheran goes to state, ends Platteville season. We'll wrap it up from Wisconsin Dells after these messages on Extreme 107.1.
Postgame, 2 minutes.
All of us have a role to play in promoting a mental health friendly workplace.
So what can I do to help?
As a CEO, I can set the tone for a supportive culture.
As a manager, I can offer assistance and accommodations.
As a coworker, I can be a source of support.
As someone with a mental health condition, I can ask for what I need to perform my best.
What can I do?
What can I do?
I can remind others that none of us are alone.
And that we all benefit from workplaces that promote good mental health.
Learn more at whatcanyoudocampaign.org.
I think it's just vapor.
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes.
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
I will be right by your side.
Women can have it all, including heart attacks. But symptoms like jaw pain, nausea, unusual fatigue, dizziness, and backache are often different and more subtle than for a man. The fact is, heart disease is the #1 killer of women. Know the signs. Learn more at getheartchecked.org. From Women's Heart Alliance, in partnership with Women Heart.
Elena had another asthma attack. She's really sad to miss school again.
Asthma can be triggered by allergens from common pests.
just can't shake this fever.
Mosquito bites can cause West Nile and Zika virus infections.
Sorry, boss. I'm going to be out of work for a while.
The CDC estimates that more than 300,000 Lyme disease cases spread by ticks occur in the U.S. each year. Don't let pests force you to take a sick day. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association and the CDC.
Postgame, 2 minutes.
Grant Regional Health Center People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Myers Heating and Cooling, Myers Home Comfort Store, and Wolf Construction at Extreme 1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered for the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty. 75-71, Lakeside Lutheran heads to state, ends Platteville season. On the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. I should, by the way, correct what I said, which was that it's not been a great day for Southwest Wisconsin, but that's not entirely correct, because early this morning, Albany Monticello picks up the gold trophy in Madison. They win the Division V state championship over Lena, 58-54 in overtime. The Division IV title, meanwhile, goes to Laconia over Cuba City, 47-43. That was on Super Hits 106. We have one more game tonight. It's pretty big in Division IV. Mineral Point and Randolph for a trip to state, 6:30-ish on 97.7 Country WGLR. What are we going to see tonight?
Well, I think it's a very interesting matchup between two programs. Mineral Point trying to go to state for the 5th time in their program's history. Randolph, a blue blood program in the state of Wisconsin. They've been to state 16 times, coming away with 11 titles. Mineral Point, I would say, if you look at them on paper, they are significantly favored in the matchup, but that's why we play the games, and very curious to see how the Pointers play after coming off a very emotional win on Thursday night, handing Darlington a big-time loss in the sectional semifinal matchup. And we have special guest commentator from Mineral Point TV, MPTV, Matthew Ginnanen, going to be joining us on commentary tonight as well to help us tell the story of the Mineral Point Pointers tonight around 6:30 on 97.7 Country and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Also tomorrow we'll have Badger basketball. They're in Purdue to wrap up the regular season, about an 11 o'clock start on AM 5090 WPVL. The winner tonight, by the way, will play Thursday at 6:35 or 8:15 from the Kohl Center in Madison. So I think that covers everything for this afternoon. The sports directors of Queen Bee Radio are Mark Evenstad at RJ Osterhaus. John Jost is our program director. Tyler is our digital program director. Looks like we got everything online okay tonight. Johnny Page is our chief engineer. We didn't have to talk to him. That's good. Thanks to Trina Slack and the staff at Wisconsin Dells High School, including the IT staff, who was very helpful, both at wrestling and here this afternoon. Thanks to our sponsors who help us bring this game to you, and thank you for joining us. Great Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Myers Heating and Cooling, Myers Home Comfort Store, and Wolf Construction. Powered in the postseason on YouTube by Tim Slack Auction and Realty is a Queen Bee Radio Sports presentation on Extreme 1071 WPVL FM Platteville. Lakeside Lutheran beats Platteville 75-71. Hillman's season ends at 24 wins and 4 losses. From the Wolf Construction broadcast table, for Tyler DeTanis, I'm Steve Prestegard. More of today's best music is next. Mineral Point and Randolph for a trip to state tonight on 97.7 Country WGLR.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
Extreme 1071.
Turn your radios up.
WPVL FM, Platteville and Dubuque.
The best music every day, baby.
Do you feel me? A Queen Bee radio station.